NCAA basketball totals for Saturday, December 10th. We got 6 games on the card, so we got to jump right in. We don't have a lot of time to get this all in. Don't forget to check out our NBA segment. We got 3 plays on that segment as well. And don't forget to check out SBR for all the totals, odds, sportsbooks, all the good stuff is there, articles, a lot of great stuff at our website, so be sure to check it out. Let's jump right in. Here we go, NCAA totals. We got Rhode Island versus Houston. Now, the total that's the final score set by oddsmakers. We try to beat that either by going under or over as a refresher for, you new people out there. And these are NCAA games we're going to look at today. First one is Rhode Island and Houston. Oddsmakers have it at 139, and we're going to go under that total. Now, both these teams could play some defense. They could score, but Rhode Island, they're one of the best defensive teams in the Atlantic 10. Kelvin Sampson has done a great job at Houston defensively. They both can score. I mean, we got Rhode Island averaging 74 points per game. Houston's averaging 83.5. That's a lot. But defensively, they've been solid. Houston's allowing 64.9 points per game, and Rhode Island's allowing 64.9. I mean, they rank the same. I mean, they're both really, really good defensively as well. You got Rhode Island, opponents are shooting just 40.5% from the field against them, and Houston not far behind, allowing opponents to shoot 40.9% in overall shooting percentage. 2 well-coached teams. They both play defense, both very athletic. I like for this to stay under that 139. I think that's a reason why oddsmakers have it set under 140. So I'm going to go in back under that total. Next one up. Again, we're going pretty fast today. We're not going to cover all the statistics, but we're going to have a good day. Here we go. Wichita State versus Oklahoma, 146.5. This one gave me pause because Wichita State is traditionally such a defensive-minded team, and Lon Kruger's done a nice job defensively with Oklahoma, but I'm going to go over this 146.5. These teams can score, and Wichita State's not – I mean, they're playing great defense still, but they're going at a pretty good clip. Right now, they're averaging 81.8 points per game. Oklahoma's averaging 80.5. They both can shoot. They both can shoot the 3. I mean, you got Wichita State. They're shooting over 38% from the floor. Oklahoma, of course, they're shooting 41.9%. Excuse me. They're shooting 38.4% from distance, and Oklahoma is shooting 41.9% from distance. Now, Wichita State's been a pretty good defensive team, but this game is on a semi-neutral floor. It's a little closer to Oklahoma. So I think the Sooners are going to be able to score. And there's a reason why oddsmakers have this so high at 146.5. I'm going to back over this total. I really think they get their attempts. They go at a decent clip. Athletes on both sides, I think they're going to be able to score. It's going to be a little different than that Rhode Island-Houston game. I like for them to get up and down and put up some points. So I'm going over that 146.5. Next one up, we got Oklahoma State and Tulsa. Man, Brad Underwood, what a great coach. Really done a nice job with that Oklahoma State team. Oddsmakers have it at 160.5. There's a reason for that, and I'm going over. This game's going to be a track meet. You got Oklahoma State. They're averaging 94.4 points per game. They're ranked second in the country. Tulsa, they're averaging 70 points per game, which is not great. But you got Oklahoma State. They're allowing 80.7. I think they're going to go ahead and they're going to run. I mean, they could score. And I think Tulsa's going to go ahead and run with them, and they're going to be able to score as well. But Oklahoma State, they allow so much tempo, and they get up and down. They're averaging 67.6 attempts per game. They're ranked 6th in the country. Tulsa's not bad either. I mean, right now, they're not getting up a lot of attempts, but they're giving up a lot at how many are they giving up? Almost 60 attempts per game. They have no problem getting up and down. Their last several games against, Illinois State, they scored 70. They scored 79 versus Oral Roberts. They scored 75 versus a really slow Oregon State team. Oklahoma State's not like that. They're going to push tempo. And I like the matchups here tonight for them to go ahead and score. Tulsa could shoot. I mean, they're shooting 52% on their 2-point shots. That's really good. And Oklahoma State, their percentages are good across the board. So I like for these two teams to get up and down and score a lot. And I'm going to back over that 160.5. I think it gets closer to 170. All right, next one up, we got a Cincinnati and Butler, 129. Man, that's low, but I'm going to take under that total. Cincinnati, boy, they could play some defense. Right now, they are averaging 75 points per game, and Butler's averaging 78. Now, Butler is one of the best scoring offenses in the Big East, but they also play some defense, allowing just 61.7 points per game. Now, this is at home, and Cincinnati can really slow teams down and can really play some defense. They're allowing opponents, 58 points per game. That ranks 8th in the country. Percentage-wise, both these teams can really step it up. I really was impressed how Cincinnati locked down Iowa State. A team that really likes to get up and down. I think that's going to be the same deal tonight versus Butler, a team that could score. But there's a reason why it's at 129. I mean, you look at them recently, Cincinnati, they've allowed 56, 54, 68, 55, 50. I mean, they're just not allowing a lot of points. Butler, they're coming off a pretty shocking loss. Well, Indiana State can be pretty scrappy at times. But, outside of that loss away, they allowed 58, 59, 65, 66. I mean, they can really lock down defensively. I think that's what's going to happen tonight with both these teams. Good defensive percentages across the board. Right now, you got Butler allowing just 21 opponent field goals made per game. They're like 17th in the country. With Cincinnati, they're allowing 21.4. That ranks 24th in the country. So don't look for these two teams to get up and down for this to be really a defensive battle and to stay under that 129. Michigan and UCLA, we got two more on the board. This looks like it's going to go really fast. The total on this is 151, and I'm going to go under because I think percentage-wise, these two teams are going to step things up defensively. Really, really good matchups here. I really like John Beilein. This is going to be a great game. Michigan, they're allowing opponents just 58.2 points per game. That ranks 9th in the country. UCLA is allowing 75 points, but that's because they go really fast. Michigan, they're in adjusted defensive tempo. They're one of the slowest in the country. And for them to beat UCLA, I think they're going to have to do whatever they can to control the pace because UCLA goes super fast. Right now, they rank first in the country in shooting efficiency, overall shooting percentage, and field goals made per game. UCLA can flat out score. But Michigan, they're good defensively. I mean, right now, they're allowing just 21.7 field goals made per game. That ranks 30th in the country. But they're also only allowing 50.9 attempts per game. That ranks 14th. So they're going to do everything they can to keep this from not being a track meet. UCLA is going to try and push some tempo, but at the end, I think that anything over 150 is going to be a little bit too much. And UCLA is no slouch defensively. Percentage-wise, they're allowing opponents to shoot 39.7%. That's really good, under 40%. So look for this to be a little bit more a defensive battle. I think they're going to get up and down a little bit, but they're not going to get over this total of 151 because that actually looks a little bit low. You think John Beilein, Michigan, scorers, shooting the three, UCLA, they've been going, like crazy. But there's a reason why. Again, that's kind of my theme for this whole card. There's a reason why oddsmakers have this locked in at 151. I don't think they get there. So I'm going to go ahead and back under the total of Michigan and UCLA. And that's a tough under to back with UCLA, but I don't think they get there. And the last one, Colorado and BYU, I do think they get there. 160, and I'm going over. Colorado can go fast. BYU, they're off the charts. I mean, right now they're averaging 86.6 points per game. That ranks 13th in the country, but Colorado could score as well. And Colorado, has not been great defensively or offensively, kind of subpar, but they can put up some points at times. They scored 75 versus Wofford. They scored 68 versus Xavier. That's not great. But now they're going to BYU, and BYU is just going to flat out push the pace like they do every single game, getting up 66.2 attempts per game. That ranks 9th in the country. Colorado, no problem running. They've been able to get up and down with teams. And I think they're going to go ahead, unlike how Michigan's going to try and control some things with UCLA. I think the way Colorado, with their makeup, is they're going to go ahead and they're going to run the floor. I mean, they're averaging, 59 attempts per game. That's not, that ranks in the top part of the country as far as tempo. And I like for them to go ahead and score tonight against a BYU team that's okay defensively, but they allow over 76 points per game. So look for this really to get up and down. I'm going to back over that 160. That should be a fun one to watch. And there's other statistics to go over, but that's mostly about BYU just dictating the tempo. And I think it's going to get over that 160. All right, recap. That's a lot of games there. That's 6 games to cover in a short amount of time, but let's go ahead and recap it. We got Rhode Island, Houston under the 139, Wichita State, Oklahoma over the 146.5, Oklahoma State, Tulsa over the 160.5, Cincinnati, Butler under 129, Michigan, UCLA under the 151, and Colorado, BYU over the 160. Whew, that's a lot of games. All right, but we're doing really well in NCAA hoops. Let's see if we can continue that today. Don't forget to check out our NBA segment and check out SBR, and I wish you luck on your picks today.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.